Attention seniors, if you receive Social Security, SSI and SSDI, then you need to stay alert as retirees must meet these requirements or they can lose their benefits. This is indeed a very important update for anyone who is receiving Social Security, including SSI and SSDI right now. At the same time, Donald Trump issues Social Security and Medicaid update, and this update is really shocking for a number of analysts and experts as well, because they never thought it could happen. Well, this is not it. Bernie Sanders finally made a prediction that what's next for Social Security under President Donald J. Trump. I'm gonna break down each and everything, but all I need is just a little favor. It's gonna take only 2 seconds of yours to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start. So let's start the video with this very important update that you need to meet a requirement if you receive Social Security benefits, because if you don't, you could lose your benefits. Then I'll go towards that very important update that has been issued by President Donald J. Trump. Well, Social Security payments are typically sent out as long as you meet criteria like retirement age or disability, and income requirements for the Supplemental Security Income means SSI. If you receive SSI, then this is very important for you. However, you need to make sure your personal information is up to date to continue receiving the monthly benefits. Remember, failing to report any life changes can lead to issues getting your monthly funds or even financial penalties down the road. While Social Security recipients are required to keep their address, marital status, and employment status up to date with the Social Security Administration. Without this updated information, you could see payments delayed or sent to the wrong address. A number of recipients are struggling right now because they are unable to update their information, and I'm talking about their marital status, their employment information, as well as their age as well. So you need to make sure that you keep that record up to date with Social Security Administration. Now, before I tell you about that update from President Donald J. Trump about Social Security and Medicaid, and what Bernie Sanders said about Social Security and what could happen to Social Security under President Donald J. Trump, let's watch this very important video clip where Senator Amy said something that shocked everyone.
So, 73 million Americans rely on Social Security for at least part of their income. Think about that. 4 in 10 seniors, it is the majority of their income. Men and women at the Social Security Administration, as Patty was pointing out, the reason they are in the local districts is a lot of our seniors, we all know this, and you probably know this from your own parents or grandparents, they rely on being able to talk to people. They bring in the papers they get in the mail or some email they got, and there can be a lot of confusion for anyone in dealing with it. But then you're trying to figure out what happened to my husband's benefits, what happens to my brother who's now in assisted living. I don't know what to do. They come to our offices all the time, and who do we call? We call the locals. If they're able to go over there and meet with them, they do, or at least our staff talks to them. This is a daily occurrence for so many seniors. So they are not just cutting off the lifeline with what the threats that are being made to Medicaid and Social Security. They are cutting off the people that process the 9 million applications for benefits every year. 80 million calls, 1,000 offices that get more than 30 million visits a year. I am all for effective government. When I managed an office, about 400 employees, I made a bunch of changes because I believed in reform and effective government. But when any business person comes in and wants to make some changes, they look at the whole picture. They decide, okay, we're going to cut this line. I'm going to make some changes to the number of employees. And they do it in a careful, thoughtful way. That is not what this is. As the former Social Security Commissioner put it, you're going to see the system collapse if this keeps on. So my hope is that they will right this ship, but I do not see that happening.
Well, first of all, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about what Senator Amy had to say about Social Security and seniors? And one question that really bothers a lot of seniors: How come you laugh and smile while you talk about the problems that seniors are facing right now, especially when it comes to their benefits? You are saying that, of course, 70% seniors are struggling right now, and yet you're laughing and smiling, which is quite shocking for seniors. And this sort of reaction from a senator is indeed very shocking. But let's move on towards that update that President Donald J. Trump issued about Social Security. Well, in an interview with Fox News, Maria on Sunday Morning Futures, Trump said, "I am not going to touch Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We are going to get fraud out of there." He added that everybody wants to get the fraud out and that we are going to have tremendous growth. Well, remember that President Donald J. Trump said numerous times that he's not going to cut Social Security. And he had to say it in interviews, in his rallies, and of course in the Oval Office as well. And yet we see this in all over mainstream media, as well as a number of senators from the Democratic side are saying that he's going to cut Social Security, which doesn't make sense. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this situation? Before I move towards that very important update from Bernie Sanders and what he said about Social Security, I would like to tell you that Bernie Sanders reintroduced his Social Security Expansion Act, which is calling for $2,400 yearly increase in Social Security, SSI and SSDI benefits that translates to $200 increase every single month. If you support it, then write in the comment section, "I support Social Security increase." Again, if you support it, then write in the comment section, "I support Social Security increase." So now let's move towards what Bernie Sanders predicted about Social Security, and this is very important. During a Fox Business interview on Monday, Musk denounced entitlements, spending expenditures or programs like Social Security, Medicare, as well as Medicaid, and the big one to eliminate, while claiming without evidence that Democrats use the programs to attract and retain illegal immigrants before turning them into voters. After being asked about Musk's remarks during an interview with CNN, Anderson Cooper later on Monday night, Sanders' call reported plans to lay off half of the Social Security workforce, a disaster, and suggested that Republicans have launched a disinformation campaign to put the programs into the hands of private investors. So what he's saying? Well, he's saying that Social Security will be privatized, the benefits will see cut under President Donald J. Trump, and Musk and Trump are going to do it no matter what. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? Do you think that Bernie Sanders is right and it's going to happen, or you think that no, President Donald J. Trump said that he's not going to cut Social Security and he mean it? I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.